Now let's talk just a little bit about the matter of closing the back door. Let's assume that you've opened the front door of your church. You've welcomed new people in. You have first-timers who are coming. They like what they experienced the first time, and you want them to stick around. You don't want it to make it just a one-time occurrence, but you want them to become regulars and then eventually members of your congregation, members of your church officially. There are a bunch of things that you need to do, but let's just talk about a couple of them to get your thought process started. One of the things that you need to do is take a good long look at all of the things that you've done that have served your congregation well in kind of a maintenance program, just maintaining the status quo and keeping the people you have, that may be off-putting to bringing new people in and assimilating them into the congregation. Just as an example of some old school, really old-timey things that you might still be doing that have worked for you over the years but may not be working to increase the size of your congregation. And when I grew up in Sunday school back in the 50s and the 60s, yes, I am that old, our church had this little thing, a penny march. When people would come in after Sunday school, if it was your birthday, you were 12 years old, you'd put 12 cents in a little collection thing, and they would stand and sing happy birthday to you. That's cute. It's very small, close-knit family environment and everything. But if you're a new person and you come into that congregation, it's very awkward, and you don't feel, it's not cute to you. It feels very strange to you, and it feels like something that you're being excluded from. You don't know these people, you don't know their customs and traditions. It seems odd. Another one is if you're a church that has traditional Sunday school before your morning worship, and you have some secretary get up at the end of your Sunday school and read the Sunday school report and say, we had class number 1 had 8 present and 3 absent, and 4 people brought their Bibles, and had an offering of $3.29. Forget that. You're a new person coming in. Do you really want to sit through it? Does anybody really care, frankly? If you really think those statistics are important, publish them on an insert, stick them in next week's bulletin, but don't take valuable face time that you have with new people in your congregation to stand up there and read that nonsense. It's a tradition, and it's a tradition that's off-putting to new people who come into your church. They don't care how many people were in class number 1. They don't care how much the offering was. It's immaterial to them. Lose those kind of traditions that are off-putting and that just turn people off. In fact, I have a great idea for you, and it's an idea that's worked for a lot of churches. If you have a friend or a coworker or someone that you know from outside of your congregation's sphere of relationships, somebody nobody knows, offer to get them a $25 Walmart shopping cart or some kind of a token gift if they will come to your church some Sunday at random without telling anybody and be a mystery shopper. Have them show up and have them come into your congregation and note afterwards everything, and then debrief them later and thank them profusely for their honesty. Don't get them to tell you what you want to hear. Get them to tell you what you don't want to hear. Get them to tell you everything that they experienced there that was odd or off-putting or would keep somebody from wanting to come back to your church. They may notice things about the maintenance of the facilities that you have stopped noticing because it has become regular to you. They may notice things about the way they're greeted or things about the conduct of the service that will turn new people off and cause them not to want to come. Your goal is to get people in your church and keep people in your church so that you can teach them about the gospel, see them come to a saving knowledge of faith in Jesus Christ, and then disciple them into spiritual growth. You can't do that if you're chasing them away with just ridiculous, man-made, traditional stuff that has no meaning anymore. So get yourself a mystery shopper.